Here are the latest headlines in Bachelor Nation. From Joey's confusion between two people to some Golden Bachelor contestant drama, we have you covered. Welcome back to Shared News. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on any news updates. Our golden couple Teresa and Gary are sharing their plans for their first Valentine's Day together. Gary told BachelorNation.com that he loves how kind and sensitive Teresa is with everyone she meets. Teresa said she loves that Gary stands up for his beliefs and is genuine. Gary shared that he loves to buy her jewelry for no reason, and Teresa loves to cook for him. Gary's favorite dish is Teresa's salmon, roasted sweet potatoes, and roasted cauliflower. The two shared their plans for their Valentine's Day date night dinner and the very recipe for their Valentine's Day Aloha chicken. Be sure to check out the full recipe on BachelorNation.com. Let's continue with the golden trend and talk about the Golden Ladies. The Askin Ladies, which is the acronym, consists of April, Susan, Kathy, and Nancy. The ladies allegedly had a falling out after they made their cameo on season 28 of The Bachelor. The cameo was filmed fall of 2023. However, more recently, April was absent from the ladies' trip to St. Martin. In January, April posted to Instagram, quote, "For all of the folks from Texas and Pennsylvania that are daunting me about why I'm not going to St. Martin, although it is none of your business and there are only 3 people who knew I canceled, but karma never sleeps," end quote. She listed reasons for canceling like her job, housework that needed to be done financially, her dogs needed to be looked after, her son's birthday, and other family commitments. She then said, quote, "Only 3 people knew I canceled and I offered to pay for any fees I might have cost them. So whoever sent you, please respect me and don't follow me for their dark dealings. This is adult bullying and it is a low, dense energy. This is a poor example of what adult females should act like. I seriously feel like I'm on the Golden Bachelor Part 2 and I'm the new Teresa being targeted. Shame on you," end quote. She even mentioned the women blocked her on Instagram, which made her sad. We don't want the Golden Ladies fighting. Susan, Kathy, and Nancy have yet to comment. Moving on to Joey Grazia Day, he had quite the mix-up this week. The current Bachelor got Gypsy Rose Blanchard and Ruth Bader Ginsburg confused during an interview with Betches while he tried to identify public figures.
You know who this person is. Is it Ruth? No? Is Ginsburg, something like that? Am I wrong? I know that she had something happen where she went to jail because of her mom.
Seems like Joey has too many ladies on his mind. In the interview, a picture of Gypsy Rose was shown, who was just released from prison in December of 2023. Now, Ruth Bader Ginsburg served on the Supreme Court for 27 years till her time of death at the age of 87. I have to defend Joey here because he did hilariously second-guess his answer, just Joey being Joey. Now, speaking of The Bachelor, a former Bachelor alum is coming to a contestant's defense on his season. Ashley Iaconetti is defending Sydney Gordon after helping her get on the show. On Instagram, Ashley posted on her story a selfie of the two and captioned it, quote, "Please be kind to our friend. Sometimes you just have to have been there to understand why people made the moves they did," end quote. Ashley and her husband Jared work with Sydney in Rhode Island on their social media pages. Ashley teased to Us Weekly last month that Sydney will play a role in the show. Ashley said, quote, "We have no idea what her storyline's going to look like because we've heard the story." On Ben Higgins' podcast, Ashley continued to say, quote, "We hear Sydney say that she's called her weird, stupid, and embarrassing. And then there were a couple of other things that I've heard that she's called her, but it did not make air. You'd have to think that Sydney is making that up, that she totally made that out of thin air and told Joey about it, so she's a liar. Or you can think that you just didn't see her saying that on TV. But I think because there is seemingly, this is all an argument over nothing, and it certainly is not about Medina and the old comment. Let's just forget about that. That does not exist in my mind, barely during this episode. I think there's a lot of context missing, and that's all I'll say," end quote. Now, Ashley's comments on the podcast did not make a lot of sense to defend Sydney, because Sydney did did call Maria a lot of names. Now, in next week's episode of The Bachelor, we see one-on-one dates between Joey, Lexi, Rachel, and Kelsey A. Joey and Lexi seem to go on more of a touristy date. We see them touring some sort of cathedral with intricate architecture and arches. We then see a shot of the two kissing on some ruins as the camera zooms out. Lexi says she feels a happiness in her heart that she hasn't felt before. You can see she gets a little emotional while she says this. Now we see Joey and Rachel doing some sort of dance that resembles flamenco. Rachel says Joey is the man of her dreams and she is falling for him. Joey and Kelsey A are riding a Vespa through the city on their one-on-one date. They then get down and dirty, rolling around in some paint. Kelsey says she isn't falling, but she is tripping for Joey. Now, The Bachelor airs on ABC and you can also stream on Hulu as well. We will have to wait till Monday to find out what happens. Alright, well that's all I have to share with you guys today. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about these latest Bachelor Nation headlines. Make sure to share it down in the comments below. Don't forget to please like this video, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay up to date on the latest news here at Shared. I'm your host Hiba Berry, and thank you so much for watching.